the counter pick war has been quite effective, but here we go. After a successful button check, we're heading right into game one.
Yeah, and funny enough, I feel like this is also like a pretty good Byleth stage. You know, yeah, it's the stage a lot of people start on, but for Byleth in particular, I feel like having those platforms at the ledge, well, near the ledge, excuse me, gives a lot of better angles for Byleth to ledge trap. So
yeah, there's so much availability in this triangle that comes from each of the corners, which is why center stage is so huge, and it's exactly what XandaPanda has kind of acknowledged as well. He can't keep up with Squirtle, Charizard, or Ivysaur in a lot of ways, but he can make it so that he doesn't have to. By positioning correctly, he can punish the Pokemon just as much as any other character, but with an even game thus far, one drop is all it going to need to tip the bucket into one favor.
Yeah, and I feel like we focused a lot on Squirtle and Ivysaur. No, we didn't say anything about Charizard. And already taking that first stock with the Flare Blitz from the heavens.
When you got it, you got it. Like, sometimes it's just meant to be. No kill throw yet or no kill throw period on Byleth. So it's going to be a matter of neutral, and Byleth's got a pretty good one, especially with these raw options that both players are throwing out. Like, all right, I'll Flare Blitz and see what you do about it. I'll up smash and see what you do about it. And hey, it's worked both times, so why not?
And funny enough, after losing that stock, we're seeing BobbyTime opt for Ivysaur instead of Squirtle. And I feel like maybe he's seeing something there with keeping Byleth at the edge and trying to finish it off with Charizard.
Yeah, Byleth not the heaviest of characters, though. When you give them, it's male Byleth, give them the means to combo like this and utilize their pretty ridiculously good neutral air, it's gonna close the gap a lot sooner than you'd expect, though. This is kind of the percent where Charizard thrives. A little bit high to do any crazy combos, but low enough to where he's living for a good long time.
Yeah, and bet it all with that up B out of shield, and honestly, I feel like Charizard right now is pretty hard for Byleth to kill, right? Because Charizard's heavy, has like pretty decent mobility, pretty good aerial drift, and Charizard buttons up close almost seemingly are better than Byleth. So I feel like this is actually a pretty hard matchup right now for XandaPanda.
Yeah, and you can't underestimate just the sheer size of that tail and the power that Charizard brings with him. Jeez, what a stock was that? He got an advantage once and just kept going. Up air for up air, neutral air to cover air dodges, and the finishing blow with that runoff forward air. Like, man, BobbyTime looked real good.
Yeah, can we talk about that nair into forward air? Like, that wasn't true, but that was a follow up. That was a follow-up and a half. It was such a ball, but XandaPanda didn't even react. XandaPanda literally pressed no buttons because he thought to himself, there's no reason to run up and do a forward air. And he did it anyway. Like, oof. Really good follow-up from BobbyTime.
Burst range is kind of the name of the game against Byleth, because they have to coin the term, distance demon for a reason. They have a lot of means to utilize the spear and bow, and just in general the Sword of the Creator, having so much overall range and decent frame data to go along with it, makes it so that approaching Byleth can be a little bit tricky. But because Charizard and Squirtle are so quick, getting to Byleth was never the problem in that game one. And I mean, we kind of see the results. Another 2-stock for DePaul as this lead gets bigger and bigger to the detriment of Colorado.
Yeah, and this is what I was fearing, right? Like, characters and players make matchups, and I feel like this type of character matchup when you're down, like, I don't know, like I said, I don't know if there was like some type of player counter pick or they just put out XandaPanda, right? Like, but I feel like this when you're at a deficit, like try to pull out a player that has a character that can kind of do well against a bunch of other characters, right? And I feel like Byleth does well against a very specific set of characters, right? And it has nothing to do with the player, but just make it, when it comes to making it easier on yourself when you're at a deficit, right? Because right now Colorado's in the danger of like going down even more right now, and DePaul can just run away with it, depending on what happens this next game.
Yeah, this game's huge because again, you can only make 8 points in a single game in one set. 3 per stock, 2-0, and then the set win. If they go down by 3 more points, which is basically just a 1 stock win and the set win, then they will need to 3 stock twice to tie. If it's anything more than that, then it's just they might as well not play the game 5 because they cannot come back.
Yep.
Though they still should because it's it's good.
Yeah, you're going out with the ship, man. But yeah, I mean, I wonder if we're gonna see.
There we go.
I wonder if we're gonna see maybe a character switch or a stage switch. I'm not sure, but yeah, we're still seeing the Byleth, and I'm really interested to see if we're gonna go to Smashville once again. And no, we actually went a small battlefield, which is still a smaller stage. Or I was expecting some type of small stage.
We do see a little bit of a character swap, though. Instead of starting with Squirtle, BobbyTime is choosing to instead start with Charizard, since Charizard did do incredibly well in that previous game. Though I kind of I do enjoy the counter pick from XandaPanda. I mean, you get a lot. All of the Fire Emblem characters get a lot out of platform pressure, and this is the same platform layout and the pressure that you can gain off of it, but a smaller center stage, so you don't have to worry about Byleth's kind of lacking mobility. You can instead get back to center that much easier, though.
Okay, I respect it. But yeah, and as we are seeing the Charizard, I feel like XandaPanda did have a hard time dealing with the Charizard, but I feel like in a vacuum, it was really the Ivysaur leading into the Charizard that was the problem, right? It was the Ivysaur attacking on the damage, and then okay, I'm sorry, forget everything that I was just saying. He just got thrown into the abyss trying to edgeguard Byleth. That was pretty crazy.
Yeah, and it's a matter of spacing. A lot of the times, the tether will auto snap ledge. It's what it's programmed to do. So purposely getting out of that range to catch the edgeguard attempt, all the better. But Ivysaur F Smash will hit you. It's just the thing that it does. It's so active, that move. It's crazy.
So active, it has real back. The hitbox kind of doesn't make sense. If you ever actually look at the hitbox, there's space in front of his head that's also a hitbox. Nobody knows why.
Speaking of no head, he got his head taken off with that F Smash, angled up for even more knockback. This is the kind of game XandaPanda needed, though. Switching back to the Ivysaur is gonna prove crucial. We'll have to see what BobbyTime can do at this low percent. Now he's at mid percent. That's what he can do.
And this is what I was talking about, right? Like, I think the Charizard is doing well against Byleth in a vacuum, and I think it is favorable for Byleth. I mean, for Charizard. But I feel like a lot of his damage is coming from the Ivysaur. Except for that last stock in the previous game, a lot of damage and a lot of percent was done by Ivysaur, and it just took Charizard to finish it out. So even though we're on the last stock and 80% isn't a lot, I feel like he's putting himself in a position where he doesn't really need to be.
Wow. Speaking, I mean, you just keep calling it like it is. Like, he went all in on the 2-frame spike of a tether grab, of a tether. Like, this was a do or die type of moment. Like, it's okay.
And did he not have his jump? Like, did he use did he use 2 jumps and then down air?
I think he used 1 at the very. No.
Wait, what?
He used 1 there. I thought that was only his first.
Yeah. I don't know what happened. He might have blue screened. That's completely possible. Blue screening can be possible.
Dash attack. Dash back. 4th 1. Yeah, no, that was just his grounded short hop. So He should have had at least one more jump.
Yeah, he has one more jump. That was a blue screen moment.
Okay.
That's a blue screen moment. And if you know, I feel like, man, if you're trying to stretch this lead out, you can't be
Look at this though. Can we get that first stock again? We see Xanda, right? He's about to get thrown off stage. It happens, but he drifts away. He drifts down and away to get to the proper spot. He gets low from ledge, right? He just starting away, then goes back down and in. We can see it from the menu in the top right. It's like it curves outwards a little bit. Like he's positioning himself to get that reverse edge guard.
Hey, producers, can we get back to that slowdown of Charizard getting grabbed by Byleth? the Byleth up B dunk. Yeah. Now, I want you to pause it. I want you to pause it when Charizard gets grabbed. Boom, pause it. Now, I want you to circle Charizard's face. Okay. Well, and now in this scenario, this is where BobbyTime knew that he messed up. He was just like, I tried to go off deep for a Nair edge guard, and I just exploded. You know what? Maybe I might just go back to Ivysaur. And
he got blown up as Ivysaur.
down into the abyss that he goes.
All right, but now we got our counter pick squared away. It's Yoshi's story. That's a pretty good stage. It's a pretty good stage for a lot of characters, but for PT, Squirtle having a wall cling helps with his recovery, though, because it can be a little bit linear, more reliant on Squirtle's airspeed. Platforms, just real great for Ivysaur. Platform pressure is great. And Charizard has the up throw, kill throw, and the blast zones of Yoshi's are natively smaller. So just all the good stuff put into one stage with a neat little cartoony aesthetic to boot.
Yeah, and we see he's back on the Ivysaur. He's throwing Razor Leafs, and this is what I thought we were going to see a lot more. I thought we were going to see a lot more Razor Leaf spam. XandaPanda breaking that zone really well. And I think fall through up airs right now is going to be something that BobbyTime's going to do a lot of when he gets close.
He might have been going for it there, but just messing up on the fall through part, like just getting double jump. Okay, all right, playing it slow, not trying to do too much now is a creative recovery route from XandaPanda, though does not get him back on stage, and here he is. Ooh, hello.
That was disgusting. Oh no, that was all disgusting.
Excuse the spit take. That was he hit from down.
Yeah, when hitboxes don't matter. But yeah, right now, okay, let's say XandaPanda is really pulling it back right now. Getting BobbyTime in the corner, but XandaPanda is still in a decent position, right? So you got back air. It's still in a decent position, right? You're not down by too much, and I feel like XandaPanda has showed enough where we can say that XandaPanda can take stocks pretty okay. So
you just gotta be very, very careful with some of these get-ups. He's get-up attack now twice over. That's parry bait if I've ever seen it. Though he's playing relatively solid. Getting clipped early is huge, but getting that is all the bigger. Trying to maintain his stance, trying to keep this as close as he can. 6 to 10 it can get big, but it's nothing too crazy right now.
Yeah, and that was honestly, that was really good coverage coming out from XandaPanda, mostly because it's like they went for the edge guard, the ledge trap, and then immediately turned around and did the side beat, and that actually covered the whole platform. So good stuff from XandaPanda.
I like how grounded XandaPanda is staying. Like, BobbyTime is throwing out a lot of pressure with these Razor Leafs and General Ivysaur's massive buttons, but as we see, the follow-up there is ridiculous. When XandaPanda has been staying on the ground, normally he finds openings to get a follow-up, whether it be with a short hop fair or with some of these side beats that have been pretty on point.
Mm-hmm. Yeah, and speaking of on point, we're seeing almost exclusively Ivysaur for a lot of these stocks for BobbyTime. And I feel like, BobbyTime realized, like, going to the little way too many times at Charizard probably isn't the way to go. And let's just go with the on paper, decent matchup.
Speaking of, man, everything. It feels like every time he gets touched by Ivysaur, either he's dying or going from, like, he went from 10 to 69. Like, that's damage, and that's absolutely shown adaptation from BobbyTime. Like, he knows how to play against XandaPanda now, and that is.
Wait! Run that back. We need to run that back. We need to run back that replay real quick. I want to make sure I slow what I just saw. We need to run that back immediately. Please, producer, please. We need to run that back immediately.
All right, F tilt.
Oh my God! That Razor Leaf hit at the very last moment. That actually happened.
He dropped through the platform.
No, at the very last moment.
Oh my God! It curved up.
No. In a fall through, and he got hit by. Oh, that's the. Oh no. Oh no.
For those of you who aren't aware, Razor Leaf, when thrown, has a chance to go straight forward, to curve up, or curve down. It's completely random. RNG is on BobbyTime's side today because that short hop Razor Leaf curved up. And all at the same time, XandaPanda dropped through the platform, and that was almost on the very last frame that it was active too. Like it disappeared right after. Oh my God. And that was a 2-stock. Imagine getting 2-stocked in that fashion. Imagine getting 2-stocked by the last frame of a random Laser Leaf on Yoshi's story. What a carnival way to go out, man. Man, that's heartbreaking, especially now since they're down by 8. This is up to AIV. AIV against Matt Beach is going to be the final set. AIV is going to need to 3-stock twice to tie this game. And if we could go to the schedule, I guess, or the bracket. If he does not 3-stock twice, then DePaul sits when their number 1 seed, waiting the winner of Siena College and Mississippi State. That is what's on the line right now.
God bless. Yeah. Yeah, it's definitely a rough situation right now.